Don't you realize it's midnight? I know this, Captain Williams, but I saw the light on in your office here, and I thought it would be all right. Well, I'm a busy man. What is it? It's my request for transfer, sir. That's silly business. Dennis Patrick O'Finn, age 40, bachelor, 12 years in uniform on the beat, 7 years homicide division, present rank detective first class, requests transfer to Arson Squad. O'Finn, do you even know what Arson Squad does? It investigates fires, sir. Good. Reasons for request, person. Would you explain that a bit? Please, sir. It's a matter of life and death. Do I have to? Well, if you want the transfer. Captain, you promise you'll keep this confidential? Of course not. Word of honor? Word of honor. Only, Captain, it was like this. There was this house, you see, 909 Sycamore, a house about 100 years old. And it was right straight across the street from my apartment building. Now, one morning, it being nice weather, I left the shade up as I was shaving. Now, in this house were 6 old spinster ladies, peeping Toms. That's what they were having.
Elizabeth, what's he doing now? He is in his undershirt. Can you see the strawberry mark on his shoulder? Clear as day. It's a beautiful strawberry mark. I want to see for myself. Oh, he is a big muscle. Oh, do you know what he's doing now? What? Tell us. Captain Stelling. Oh! What kind? Big dumbbells. He's doing them up and down. And about. Oh, I can just picture him. He stopped for a moment now. He's inhaling. Oh. You should see his chest. Oh, I want to see with my own eyes. He's squaring his shoulders. Oh, his shoulders. They're so broad. Oh. Now he's flexing his bicep. Turning up and up and up and up.
Stop it! I can't stand it anymore!
Give me those binoculars. They're my binoculars. It's my binoculars. It's my house. It's my now. He's finished with his exercises, and he's disappeared for the day. Who is a grand sight, only toward more powerful binoculars. I'd like to really see him.
We've sat on the porch and watched him come in and out.
But I mean really see him up close. So would I. Why, we don't even know what color his eyes are.
If you don't know, nobody knows. You have the binoculars most of the time.
I'd like to hear his voice too.
How can we get close to him unless we actually go across the street and what, Nettie? Could it be paid for a neighborly visit?
Nettie, nice ladies do not go visiting gentlemen.
Well, let's invite him to tea.
That would be improper. Inviting a gentleman to tea who haven't been introduced.
Well, what can we do then? We'll have to make him come over here and visit us. We'll have to arrange it somehow.
How? If he was a plumber, we could stop up the sink.
If he was an electrician, we could blow the fuse. But he's not a plumber or an electrician. He's a detective in homicide.
Well, how can we arrange for a detective in homicide to go to this house?
get a seat, can't you? That was no fault of mine, except for leaving the shade up.
Are you trying to tell me it was just for the sake of your charming company that...
I'm not meaning to boast, Captain. I wouldn't believe it myself, but the poor dears were so desperately lonesome. Spinsters, everyone. They're getting a little old and touched in the head.
I think I still have a report on this case. Well, I can't seem to find it now.
You'll have to refresh my memory. What happened? Well, it wasn't long, sir, before there was a dead body, sure enough. And by the time they called homicide and Kramer and I got there, well, the scene of the crime looked like nothing I had ever seen before.
Doesn't she look pretty?
I must admit, it was very generous of all of you to give her your best things to wear. She deserves it.
Wasn't it nice of her giving us this chance to meet Miss Fenwick?
Yes, that's why I sacrificed my precious pearls.
Oh, isn't my hat becoming to her?
Do you think we'll marry her and my cousin Nola?
I suppose so, but all those pretty things gone to waste. No, I didn't mean it like that. Just forgive and forget. I'll just give her a little whiff of that perfume she was always trying to steal. It must be careful. I feel like swooning.
Don't you dare! Everybody behave themselves. Line up your introductions. And nobody step on those dishes I brought. Remember the rule. Nothing must be touched at the scene of the crime.
Touch the body. We had to. Elizabeth went and got herself killed in her worst adulteress. Isn't somebody going to the door?
I will. I thought Mr. O'Finn was coming. My name's Kramer. O'Finn's parking the car.
And that, Captain, was when they walked into the trap. Well, what did we hear?
Mr. O'Finn?
Not myself. Now I dismiss the house and clean it down. Well, where's the body?
Isn't he mad? I'm Dr. Hodge, Mr. O'Finn. This is my house. I'm your dog.
How do you do?
Oh, you poor boy can look a little peaked. Haven't been eating the right things, have you? That's the way.
Bachelor?
You're not married, are you?
Well, no.
Good. Then you're not that out of town.
Now, you're not supposed to be asking me questions. I am. Where's the body?
First, you must meet my orders. This is Nettie Norton.
Oh, you have such strong grip, Mr. O'Finn.
I'm sorry, did I hurt you?
Oh no, I loved it. I felt just like I was one of your dumbbells.
What's this?
I'm Amanda Abernathy. Oh, you are strong.
What?
I reminded you.
Honestly, they didn't mean to.
That's the way you behave when you don't really run straight.
Mr. O'Finn, you remind me of my Herbert. A beau of mine, but he's dead now.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm out of mourning now. Besides, he wasn't nearly as handsome as you are. Oh, Mr. O'Finn, you are handsome.
Hussy, you are a bold hussy. Mr. O'Finn, I'm vertigo.
What's the matter?
I feel like swooning.
That's a problem or something?
Would you catch me if I swoon?
Yeah, I guess so.
In your strong, muscular arms.
Liberty, show him Elizabeth.
Oh, yes, Mr. O'Finn. This is Elizabeth Ellsworth.
Is she dead?
We wouldn't have given her all of our pretty things if she were alive, would we?
She's dead already. Kramer, call the meat wagon. Probably heart attack or something. Ladies, I'm afraid you've made a mistake in calling homicide. You see, every time somebody keels over dead, you're not supposed to come look at the body. It's only if the death has occurred under suspicious circumstances. Natural death isn't in our line. Let's go, Kramer.
That wasn't a natural death.
She was poisoned. Murdered.
Murdered? Who says she was murdered?
We all do.
Well, what makes you think so?
Elizabeth was just as strong and as healthy as a horse. She wouldn't just keel over. You have the doctor to, what's that they do?
An autopsy.
That's right, autopsy. Then you'll see.
What makes you so sure? Who did it? Did you all do it together?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Mr. Elfin, you're the detective. You're supposed to figure that one out.
Now, wait a minute. So, you're sure there was a murder? Well then, let's pretend there was one. You all didn't do it together, but you all know which one of you did it.
No, we don't know.
It's a mystery.
No one who didn't knows, of course.
Oh yes, of course she knows. But nobody else.
Are they playing a game of what?
One thing for sure, that's a real body.
Well then, maybe we better get the facts, just in case.
You're the boss.
All right, ladies, I'm going to ask a few questions.
Ooh, we're going to get the third degree.
Let's start with the body. You didn't find Peter decked out like this.
We have to dress up Elizabeth for the occasion.
Occasion? What occasion?
Gentlemen callers.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't leave Elizabeth sprawled on the floor in her own house dress with gentlemen coming.
If there's been a murder, nothing should be touched at the scene of the crime.
Oh, isn't he wonderful when he's mad?
I told you so. We didn't do it right.
We didn't touch everything. There's a broken dishes hill in the guard drop when she discovered the body.
You discovered the body,
I was bringing in tea things and I found Elizabeth on the floor.
and you were so surprised you dropped the dishes.
And then she screamed. We heard her upstairs.
And we kind of knew what it meant.
What is all this? Kramer, pick up those broken dishes and put them in a box and label them Exhibit A.
Where was your boss?
In the kitchen. That way.
Well, now, there's been a murder here, hasn't there? And one of you in this room committed the murder.
Who else?
Well, the thing to look for in any murder is the motive. Who here would want to murder this poor old lady?
Somebody had to be murdered. And I'm glad it was Elizabeth.
And so, what did you have against Elizabeth?
Well, she was selfish with binoculars.
Binoculars? What's this about binoculars?
Shame on you, Nettie.
Come on now, out with it. What's this business about binoculars?
Hey, Finn, maybe that's what you're talking about?
Well, here they are, but what do you mean?
Don't you make us tell you that, dear Mr. O'Finn.
Kramer, what do you think?
You use them to look for it. Hey, Finn, long distance specs like that, if we're looking at things outdoors,
Yeah. Well, the only thing I can see from here is my apartment building. I can't even see my apartment.
girls, come and help me in the kitchen now. It's time for tea. I just made a clean introduction. I see the gimmick, don't you?
What do you mean?
You're supposed to be a detective, Dennis, but it's your modesty that's blinding you. Now here are these poor old dames with nothing to do all day but sit around. So one of them has a pair of these old sailor's glasses, and they spend their time looking out the window with them minding everybody else's business because they don't have any business of their own. And what do they see straight across the street? A window. And what's in the window? A man. And what finer specimen of manhood is there than an Irish cock? You're a beautiful creature to behold, Dennis O'Finn. They're all in love with you.
Shut up!
These old pitties pull you across the street, you, a detective in homicide, zero.
It's a dirty lie.
You're the motive for this murder.
You can't prove that.
You want proof? Well, here it comes. We're having a party with Rufus.
Oh, don't you worry, Miss Gilford. We opened a fresh package of tea. I'm sure there's no rat poison in this one.
I'm using my best tunings, Mr. Oldfield. But there are only 6 cups. There isn't any flavor. 6 will complete 7 crowd. I think I'll have a beer on my way home. Ta-ta, Dennis, darling. Don't drink too much tea. It's terrible strong stuff.
Raymer was right. They committed murder just to get you inside of their house.
Seems like it, Captain.
Well, did you conduct an investigation?
I did. There was arsenic rat poison in the house. The devil had drunk it in her tea. She always snuck downstairs in the afternoon to steal an extra cup of tea. So somebody had just mixed the rat poison in the tea, and it was waiting for her.
Well, who was guilty?
Well, sir, that wasn't easy to figure out if they wanted to keep me hanging around, you see. So I tried some strategy. I told them, ladies, I've decided there hasn't been a murder, and I won't be coming back anymore.
Well, how did that strategy work?
Miserable, Captain.
Oh, it's been a whole week now. A whole week. And not a glimpse of him. Going in and out of his apartment the back way. Keeping his shades down.
We ought to complain to the police.
We don't want to get Mr. Open in trouble.
But Elizabeth really was murdered, and Mr. Open ought to be right here this minute investigating.
We just have to do what we talked about.
You mean we need another murder?
Well, Mr. Open can pretend that 2 ladies murdered in the same house was just a coincidence. Oh dear, who shall it be? Nettie? She's the most convenient. She always loves to come down to tea. Poor Nettie. Such a kind soul. She's the only one of you I really like. If you'd rather we do your dear. Well, I wouldn't want to miss all the fun when Mr. Open comes back. It'll have to be Nettie then. All right. But after this, we have to get some new boarders. I'd rather we poison a stranger anytime.
Do we have any more poison? Mr. Open took our last can as Exhibit B.
I bought a new one. Fine. Go get Gilford. And I have a suggestion. Let's all hide our eyes. Then each of us will come to the table one at a time. And whoever poisoned Elizabeth, then put a spoonful of poison into Nettie's cup. Ooh, wonderful! Then it'll still be a mystery.
Oh, let's hurry before Nettie gets here.
All right, who's first?
You Bertie.
All right, I'm going. Now, which one is Nettie's cup?
The one with the nick in the red. She did that herself. And I can't afford to always be buying new cups.
For heaven's sake, Bertie, put the poison in the right cup. What a perfect chance for a double cross. How do you like that? Double cross. That's slang among criminals. Of course, I didn't poison anybody. I couldn't even poison a rat.
Oh, don't play innocent. I'm finished.
Yes, I'm back home now. Your turn, Lucy.
I don't need to go. You all know I couldn't hurt a fly.
Oh, you're not fooling anyone, Lucy. I've known all along that you were the one who poisoned Elizabeth.
That's not so.
Stop teasing her, Amanda. Let's get this over with. Hurry up, Lucy.
All right, if you insist.
Listen to the old bones creak.
That isn't my bone bones, it's the floor. I'd like to poison you, Amanda. That's who I'd like to poison.
Not now, Lucy. Let's save Amanda for some other time. I don't think I'll be cooking any more tea in this house. I don't trust anybody. All's fair in love and war.
Lucy, aren't you finished yet? You've taken long enough to poison all of us.
I didn't use the poison, but I'm back on my way to home base.
I'm starting now. Hurry up with it. I feel just like Lucrezia Borgia. Do you think she's doing it?
Of course she is. She's bloodthirsty. She's the guilty one.
Remember, my dears, the guilty one is the one who brought dear distraught Finn into our midst.
Oh, yes, that's right. Well, thank you, guilty one, whoever you are. I'm finished. Your turn, Hildegard.
I'm starting now. I'm the last one, so I'll take poison and hide.
Good idea, Hildegard. We shouldn't leave rat poison on the table. It might make Nessie suspicious.
All right, I'm finished now. Let's all sit. Do try to act normal.
Just in time. I hear Nettie coming down the front stairs.
Oh, you started without me again. I hope you've left a body some tea.
They committed another murder to lawyers in the house, did they? That they did, Captain. And don't think I didn't take it to heart, being the motive of murder like I was. Well, it wasn't Walter Kramer and I, and by the time I got there, you may have guessed, there they were, in their reception line, waiting.
About time you're getting here, Dennis. You should know by now this is our regular Tuesday stop.
That's right. There's a murderer loose in this house. We demand police protection.
Seems to like the police need protection. But you see what happens, Dennis, when you neglect your duties and don't provide yourself for tea every day? Something always seems to get into the tea when you're not here.
You need to deny me, Kramer. Well, this time I'm not going to budge from this place till I find out who's guilty.
Oh, goody! Mr. Upton is going to live here with us.
Do you think it would be proper? You've always just had lady boarders.
It's up to me to say what's proper in this house.
Oh, Hildegard, please let him stay. There are 2 rooms vacant now. He could have his choice.
We could see to it that we strike indiscreetly. But you have to pay, just like anyone else. In fact, we have to pay double because we need twice as much.
Oh, Hildegard, that's so mercenary.
I'm a poor woman.
Poor? You're an old miser.
Well then, if Mr. O'Finn has to pay double, he should have both rooms, and one could be his gymnasium, where he could do his exercises, and we could watch. And we could see his strawberry mock again.
Ladies, stop! Let's get down to business. Kramer, check and make sure we have a dead body.
Oh, she's dead, all right. We can guarantee that.
Well, thank you. Now. All right, ladies, I want your attention. There's been another murder, and there will be no more tea parties in this house. I want to know who did it.
But we don't know. We hit our eyes.
Kramer, what kind of malarkey are they handing me now?
Don't you see, Open? They're playing games like hide and seek. And you're right, pal. It's simple. Like they said. Have you no imagination, man? One of them committed the murder while the rest of them hid their eyes. Sure. Isn't that the usual way murders are always committed?
They're too dangerous to run loose. I'll have to call the paddy wagon and have them all locked up.
You can't do that, Dennis. You've got to have evidence.
What evidence do I have?
We still got Exhibit A from the first murder, a bunch of broken cups and saucers.
You see how cooperative we are, Mr. O'Finn? We saved those for you.
Yeah, and it's a good thing you did, or I would have had you all on the point for destroying evidence.
Is it really evidence?
Of course it is.
A clue?
That's right.
Well, what does it mean?
That's what I'd like to know. What does it?
No, don't try to confuse me, Kramer. It's just that, well, she dropped the dishes in surprise when she discovered the first body, you see. Well, now, that's a funny thing. Here are a whole set of dishes, cups and saucers, broken. But you weren't short of dishes at all on the day of the first murder, Miss Hildyard, when I stayed and drank tea with you ladies. You brought out another set.
I brought my best dishes for you, Miss Roby.
I see, your best set. Here on the table now, I suppose?
Oh no, they're my second best. But I'll use my best ones every day for reporting with us, Miss Roby.
Because every day will be a special day, Miss Roby.
All right, hold up now. Don't be getting me off the track. So, your best dishes are still in the cupboard here, which means your second best are on the table here, which means your third best are in this box here. Aha!
Are you onto something, Open?
I may be Kramer, I may be at that. Let's have a closer look at the broken dishes. Kramer, do you know something funny about this stone?
How do you mean?
I'll never make a detective, Kramer. Look at this stuff. Don't you know something's missing?
You mean there are some missing pieces?
Some very important missing pieces, my boy. None of these cups have any handles. Miss Purdy, I have a question to put to you.
Oh, yes, Miss Roby.
On days that aren't special occasions, days when you aren't expecting visitors, do you often drink your tea in cups without handles?
Why no, Miss Roby? That wouldn't be ladylike.
Then why is it that on the day of the first murder, Miss Hildyard brought out cups without handles?
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you why. Miss Hildyard brought in cups without handles because she knew she was going to find a dead body, and she knew she was going to pretend to be surprised by dropping the dishes. Miss Hildyard Hodge, I arrest you.
Was it really you, Hildegard?
It's really false to me.
I would have never guessed at the clue in the cup handles. Isn't Miss Roby clever? Marvelous. Miss Roby, are you going to take Hilda on to jail?
Will you take me in your arms, Roby? Do we have to take Mr. Kramer?
Oh, Hildegarde, you're the lucky one. I wish now I were guilty. If I had just had the nerve. I'd give anything to ride in Miss Roby in his car.
Well, that's how it was, Captain. But you got murdered. Why should you have to resign from homicide?
Well, I wouldn't be bragging, but it wasn't even a deduction if I do say so. But the thing of it now is, well, I've solved the murder, I've got my murder, and I won't be going back to that house anymore. But remember what happened the last time I started to ignore them? Now they got jealous of Hildyard. Don't you see? Soon one of them will be committing murder too, just to get attention. As I said, sir, it's a matter of life and death. Yes, I see. And to be on the safe side, I've already told you approved the transfer. Ladies, I said, if there are any more murders in this house, you'll have only the attentions of Mr. Kramer. Today is my last case of homicide. As of today, I'm transferring over to the arson squad. I don't know, Captain. Am I an arson?
You're an arson open. Transfer is approved.
Well, I wanted to be sure, because I just heard on the short wave. Big fire, old house. Right across the street from your apartment, Open.